hit you with some wisdom. Might shake your whole situation. Proverbs 16:7, when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. You're looking at the person in front of you and how they're doing you and how they're treating you and how the situation is playing out like, God, I'm gonna need to get my lick back. God, vengeance can be yours next week. God is calling you to walk the way of righteousness despite how you're being treated. Even his enemies to be at peace with him. There's something about you staying out of God's way, meaning I'm not going to take this situation into my own hands. I'm not going to let my own emotions get into this. I'm not going to let my own heart posture get into this. God, I'm going to simply walk the way that you've called me to walk, which is the way of peace. I'm not going to let them get a reaction out of me. I'm not going to crash out. I may not even respond because silence speaks louder than words in itself. When you are acting according to how God called you to move, regardless of how people are acting toward you, there's a room for God to do what he always does. Then he gets to change their heart posture. He gets to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. Although your heart posture may not want to receive it right now, sometimes he even transforms them. So the people that you're looking at like, God, I can't stand every part of their existence. Like, they didn't have to do me like that. God can actually use your obedience and walking in the way of his righteousness to give them their breakthrough. Not to get confused with lack of boundaries, but there's a power in being able to stay in the character of Christ regardless of what room or what hurt or what ache you find yourself in. It used to be so against you, can't even think about why they didn't like you in the first place. Stay out of God's way by walking the way that he's called you to. Continue to be the character of Christ in each and every situation and watch how God moves on your behalf.